yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to another episode of the Tech Preacher Podcast. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, man, I look at myself as a content creator that makes a lot of mistakes, right? I think we all make mistakes. I think we all are guilty of making mistakes. But, it's up to us to deal with the mistakes and to, move on to the next level, right? And, as a content creator, right, we deal with a lot. We deal with a lot of, people coming at us. We deal with the content that we make. We deal with a lot of adversity. We deal with a lot of things. And for me, I'm not a perfect person. Obviously, y'all know, if y'all been watching me for a while, y'all guys know that I'm not even close to perfect, right? I'm just not that perfect guy. I am not that perfect guy. But in turn of me not being that perfect guy, I am a perfect in nothing, but I'm human. You know how the old saying goes, right? That people is only as good as they are, right? And I think that, for me, I just find myself just grinding hard, working hard, and doing what I got to do. And listen, in this podcast, man, listen, I just want to, I just want to talk about, a lot of things that's going on in YouTube, right? And my thoughts and opinion about things. And I always thought that we as content creators, as we deal with different things, we have to, make content. It's a lot of things we got to do. Doing this stuff is not easy, but we make mistakes. Listen, I could tell you that I don't know, since 2015, since I've been on YouTube, I got about 3,000 videos. And I cannot name not one video that was perfect. Not one video that was perfect. Almost every video that I make some form of mistake. Whether or not I say the wrong specs, whether or not I say something like, instead of the 8 Gen 3 processor in a smartphone, I might have say 8 Gen 2 processor. I might say a lot of things, right? I might have said a lot of things. And for me, I feel that we make, as humans, even on the workforce. I mean, think about this, right? Have you ever went on your job every day and you had a perfect shift? No mistakes, And I can tell you that most people doesn't have a perfect shift, doesn't wake up every morning and doesn't have a perfect day. Somewhere in between that day, you're going to run into issues. I say that to say that we are imperfect. So what we do, we rely on our inspiration, our positivity, a lot of things we rely on to keep it moving, keep it pushing. And it's difficult. And I know for me, I make these videos, man, and when I watch my videos, I could count. I don't have enough fingers to count how many mistakes I made per video. And I think about that, like, you make a lot of mistakes. I know I make a lot of mistakes. What can I do to fix that though? Sometimes you can't. And listen, I try to minimize mistakes. But can I not make a mistake? I just don't see no way, no how that I can't not make a mistake. I know you guys, come on and y'all watch, the show, and we have fun and we giggle and stuff like that. And I talk about how I'm an imperfect person. And as we move on and to be imperfect, I think about a lot of things. How could I be better? And this is what we study. We study things on how to be better, how to act better, how to be better. And so for me, I just feel like, I don't know, man. It's confusing to me, man, because I'm gonna talk about. I mean, listen, I don't know, man. I'm confused, man. I don't know. And sometimes I look at what goes on the internet. I look at things that happening to creators, and I feel that a lot of people rely on us to be the perfect person, and we're not perfect. We sometimes we have to make decisions on things that we do every day. We have to make decisions, and so by us making decisions on everything that we do every day, we make mistakes. Like, listen, I try to minimize my mistakes by doing stuff like, I got a teleprompter which I type up my scripts and stuff like that to make it less mistakes, right? So I can make less mistakes. But every day, man, like, I'm in the studio and I think about this, and man, I go back and I watch my videos. I think about all the mistakes that I made, and I think about how I'm an imperfect person. And one of the biggest issues on YouTube is that people hold certain YouTube content creators to a higher standard. And when you hold certain YouTube content creators as a higher standard, when they make human mistakes, then the whole world, people act like the whole world's crashing down. And I'm a flawed person, right? I am flawed. I am flawed. I make a lot of mistakes. And, if you've been following me for years, you know that I made a lot of mistakes. You know that in my videos, some of my videos was not that great, and some of the videos was imperfect. And I believe that all my videos have some sort of flaw. Think about this, right? I made a video. I made the Vision Pro. I did the Vision Pro video. I did the Vision Pro video. And when I made that video, I made a lot of mistakes in that video, right? It was a fun video, right? But in turn, I made a lot of mistakes, right? I made a lot of mistakes in that video. And so by me making those type of mistakes, and I'm gonna tell you how I made those mistakes. Even I'm an imperfect person. So when I heard the news about the Vision Pro, right, being canceled, I did some research, right? I immediately started doing a little research. And then I immediately went in the closet. I got my brand new suit out, right? I got my brand new suit. And when I got my brand new suit, what did I do? Instead of taking a minute to think about my thoughts and take a minute to kind of structure what I want to say. Nope. You know what my dumb ass did? I turned on the camera. I had my green screen up. I turned on my camera. And I'm sweating my ass off because I got two things that's happening in my mind. First, I really don't know too much about the Vision Pro. I just want you to know that. Second, I didn't fucking know what to say pretty much, right? I knew a little information about it. And three, it wasn't scripted off. Like, I didn't type anything. Like, it was nothing that I typed, right? It was nothing that I typed. So if you pay attention to the video, I said things multiple times in that video. I made so many mistakes in that video. You know what I said in that video? I said, Apple canceled the Vision Pro. I say Apple and listen, that is a true false statement. That's a true false statement, right? It's true that it's a possibility that Apple is canceling the Vision Pro, but they haven't canceled it. They slowed down production. But I'm saying in the video, they canceled it. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm saying that, or why I'm an imperfect person. If I had a large audience like an MKBHD or Flossie Carter, everything that I said in that video, people would have been making reaction videos about me. People would be making reaction videos and posting all that stuff on Twitter. Look what this guy's saying. I mean, he got 1 million, 10 million subscribers, and look what he's saying in this video. The reason why I say that is because we are imperfect. Even in 2024, with all the experience I have at making content, all the experience, over 3,000 videos, I still make these mistakes. And the thing about it is, people that follow me know that I'm an imperfect person. So you already know that, oh, the tech preacher having fun, you know, he gonna talk about products and services, but he gonna make mistakes. And listen, people hit me in my comments, you know, new people that never followed me before, new people that subscribe to my channel, new people that follow me, right? They eat me, they tear me up in the comments. People that just come and follow me for the, you know, start to know, you know, they subscribe, get to know me. What do? They rip me to shreds in the comments. And I say that to say that I'm an imperfect person. I try my best to get better. You know what my goal is? Every video get better with every video, but sometimes I do listen, I suck in some videos. Listen, I could tell you that I could go back and look at a bunch of my videos and I'm like, God damn, this fucking videos suck. I could tell you that I could go in a bunch of my videos and say, damn, this video suck. And that just goes to show you that I'm an imperfect person. How could you fix that? You can't fix that. You cannot fix being an imperfect person. Listen, MKBHD made a video. He was in a car and he did 96 miles per hour in a school zone, so to say. He realized he made a mistake. He cut part of the video out and he came out with an apology statement. And people rip him to shreds for it. Should we hold content creators accountable? Yes. Should he have done that? No. You know how many times I've speed when I know I shouldn't have speed or you know, drink that, you know, that you know, drinking this joy juice when everybody in the world tell you shouldn't do it. And you know, sometimes I don't take the trash out on trash day. I make mistakes. Right? I mean, it's things that we do. Listen, a lot of people say, well, he could have. He could have done this. This could have happened. This would have happened, but it didn't. And I'm sure that it was no tragedy happened. Nobody got hit. No cars got, you know what? We take the apology, we move on. But no, people want to take it and keep talking about it. Just making chasing this clout and all this stuff like that, making videos, reaction videos, and having discussions about it and stuff like that. And I sitting in and I'm looking at this stuff, man, like, man, what the fuck? Like, man, you know, as a content creator that's on YouTube every day, I'm all over social media. And I'm saying to myself, all the mistakes that I make, all the mistakes that I make, I mean, you know, in the Flossie Carter thing, right? Somebody made a video about the Flossie Carter, right? I mean, listen, man, let me tell you something. I watched the video that Flossie said. I watched the video. I enjoy Floss videos. I support Flossie Carter. And I've seen the video, you know, the guy, you know, saying that Flossie lied in the video and stuff like that. Again, an imperfect person. I mean, who cares cares if he made a mistake and say, I never watched no videos, but this is my first time seeing a product and I want to, listen, okay. Listen, man, the people that, us content creators, we say this. Bad enough we got to deal with the haters, right? We got to deal with the haters, right? We have to deal with the haters that despise us, people that really hate us. I got a huge fan base too of haters. But what gets me upset when you have content creators hating and clout chasing? Listen, I never seen that like this before. I talked about this. 2024 has been a very strange year of content creators calling out other content creators. This has been a strange year when, people are using big name YouTube content creators to make a come up. And that is strange to me, man. I always thought about in this platform, put the work in. You should be the first person get up in the morning, the last person go to sleep at night. Put the freaking work in. And listen, I do reaction videos too. I do reaction videos on myself. I would never do reaction videos on nobody else. Now, I've done one reaction video, and I did a reaction video between me and Jay Will, but I had consulted with Jay Will and we talked about it. I told him, I said, I'm gonna do a little funny reaction video about the video he made. And that was the only reaction video, I believe. I don't think I made any other videos, but I believe that's the only reaction video that I've ever made. And after I made that video, I say, I won't do that again. Because if I'm gonna clown somebody, if I'm gonna call somebody out, if I'm gonna do something bad or say something bad, let me say about myself. I have no place to call nobody out. I have no place to call out another content creator. That's not for me to do. And I believe that when content creators call out other content creators, y'all, I don't get it. I get like y'all open up a spear of this, something that I never saw before. And we say this, right? We say, well, listen, if you don't like our content, don't watch us. We always mention that to people. We say, listen, if you do not like how we run our YouTube channels, how we do our content, don't watch. And we try our best to make sure that people understand that if you don't like our content and you don't like our YouTube channels, don't watch. And we talk about that a lot. But, people always find their way to come at us sideways. And I don't know why. But I wanted to just touch base with that, man. And I'll get to you guys' comment. But I wanted to start the first part of this video, give you guys my thoughts and opinion as I do this podcast. I'm gonna get into you guys' comments. And by the way, I'm doing the After Dark. If you're watching this podcast or you listening to this podcast, I'm doing the Tech Preach After Dark. I'm gonna post the audio version up on Spotify and stuff like that. So if you want to watch the video version, please go on my YouTube channel and watch the video version of this podcast. Listen, this podcast is unscripted, man. It's just my thoughts. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do it live is because I'm in here about to film my podcast, right? The thoughts and opinion that I have right now, I just feel that I need to express it like right now, like I just need to talk about it. And a lot of people say, well, man, you the tech preacher, you ain't got no issues. We all got issues, man. We all deal with issues every freaking day when we do this content. And a lot of people say, why are you worried about it? Don't worry about it. Just make your content and move on. Listen, I am part of a community. We as content creators, this crap is not a one-man band. We have a group. We are one family when it comes down to content creators. and you have a family of content creators that's violating the code. If you have an issue with a content creator, they got emails and DMs. I despise people calling out YouTube content creators because they made a simple mistake. I despise content creators that nitpick people videos through and through because we all gonna make mistakes. I could tell you that over 3,000 videos that I have, you could probably go through every freaking video that I have on YouTube and find a bunch of mistakes. It is what it is, man. I'm not going to listen. The only defense that I can give myself is that I'm a flawed person. That's the only, that's going to be my defense. I'm a flawed person. I'm not here to be a perfect, oh, how y'all doing today? My name is a tech preacher. And I got to, fuck all that, man. I'm laid back. I'm chill, man. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm an imperfect person. You know? And it's frustrating. Listen, man, let me see if I am filming, and I'm doing this on the I am on the Rodecaster Pro 2. I do not know how this sounds. And let me see. Hold on, y'all. Okay, sound good. It sound good. It sound good. Okay, sound good. It sound good. It sound good. That's all I wanted to know. Hey, man, listen, man, it sound good. That's all that matter, man. Then that's damn. Shout out to Stream, y'all. The quality got a little better. Shout out to Stream, y'all, man. All right. So I just want to say hello to everybody, man. Now let me get to some of y'all comments. I'm stuck behind ads. Sorry about that, Bo Rerun. Paving the way isn't easy. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you, man. I thought about this. My YouTube channel is growing slow. And I'm okay with that. Like, I thought about this. Like, man, one of the biggest goals for most content creators, one of the biggest goals is to get to that first 100,000 subscribers, right? Of course, when you start the YouTube channel, get to 1,000 subscribers is a goal, right? Getting to 10,000 subscribers is another goal. Getting to 50,000 subscribers is another goal. Now I've reached those pillars. Like I reached that. Like I didn't reach the 50,000 subscribers. Now I am shooting for 100,000, right? And I want my 100,000 subscribers to be pure. Like I want to work to get those people to understand that I want people to subscribe because I want the people to watch my content. I want the people to be there for me, right? Like what I do, understand the direction that I want to bring my YouTube channel and the content and go from there. All right. Bo Rerun said, us, the audience, don't analyze content unless we all gather specifics and info for a purchase. And that's the thing, like, I feel you on that one. Let's see, you need to embrace the new V60 in 2025. And I'm probably going to have the V60 in 2025, by the way. So that's going to be a device that's going to be in my pocket. But I believe that 2025 is going to probably be my last year. I think maybe the first half of 2025 is going to be the end of the V60 for me. And I know my LG crowd is going to be upset or whatever, but I think I am at the point where I got a device that can replace it. And so let's see what that's all about. Xperia Pro I could be your huckleberry. Yes. But, the problem with the Xperia, right, is that I don't have any Sony cameras. I got an Xperia phone, and it's good. But if I had all Sony cameras, I would say that the Sony phones would probably be part of my daily drivers, because they have features and functionality that fits Sony cameras. And yeah, but I don't know. Let me see. What's up with you, Chris? When in reality, Apple only halted production on the Vision Pro, and that is, again, a mistake that I made. It was a flawed mistake that I made. That's funny. Everyone should be everybody to laugh. It's a laugh, right? Just having fun, enjoying it, and move on. He said, "Sir, don't tell on yourself." Yeah. I think for the most part, when I do these after darks and when I do these podcasts and stuff like that, man, I just want everybody to understand me. Listen, you think about this, right? Listen, Ted, think about this. I think about this, Ted. Right? I'm probably the only content creator that opens the doors for people to roast me, to have fun, Wired Wednesday, for a community to have my private phone number. I have not only other content creators, but I have viewers that have instant access to me sometimes. I have people that can DM me and I DM them back. I have people that email me and I email them back. I have people, and listen, because I'm here for my people, like I'm here for my community. And they don't have a lot of content creators. And listen, people criticize me. It's easy. You should not be easy for people to call you. You shouldn't have. Why would you? You're on the internet, man. And you shouldn't have nobody with your phone number. You shouldn't have nobody DMing you. You don't have to email people back and DM people back when they DM you. And I say, because I love what I do and I want to hear from my people. And so I'm a different breed. Listen, I'm a different breed. I tell people this all the time. I'm different. I'm a different breed of content creator because I love my people. Period. Listen, a lot of people, let me tell you, a lot of content creators is here to get you to watch their content, and that's it. They don't care. They want you to buy stuff off their affiliate links. They want you to watch their content. They're not going to answer you back in comments. They're not going to answer you back in DMs. They're not going to email you back. They're not going to shout you out on social media. They don't do that. Me, on the other hand, I'm always here for my people. I got a grassroots program that I go from the ground up. Listen, because it's satisfying to me that I'm able to help people. I talk about this, that if I'm able to help one person, I've done my job. Let's see. Ted says, at the end of the day, content creators are people. People screw up as they make choices, right? We make choices. Sometimes when you make a choice, right? When you make a choice comes with praise or consequences, right? And I believe that if something happened, if you made a choice, if you made a decision, if you made a mistake, and it is a detrimental mistake, then you got to be held accountable. But if you made a mistake on the internet and you make an apology, it's okay, move on. And you know what people say, well, MKBHD apology is not genuine. What you mean? What you want the man to say? That's my thing. Like, when MKBHD had the issue with his application, he came out, he made a video about it. He apologized. He talked about how maybe he wasn't transparent enough. He talked to, and all of that, he said that. And a lot of people still don't be satisfied. A lot of people not satisfied with apologies. They're not satisfied with clarifications. They're not satisfied with none of that. And I could, listen, Ted, I can understand the viewer. Here's what I don't understand. Other content creators, other tech reviewers, other content creators clout chasing off another man's mistake. That's what I have a problem with. I have a problem with people clout chasing off of other tech reviewers' mistake. That's the problem I got. Listen, as a content creator, when I see another content creator make a mistake, if it's a detrimental mistake, I'll DM or email them. I'm not making no reaction video to try to criticize a person. And think about this. People that's making reaction videos and criticizing another content creator, you not that squeaky clean yourself. That's the issue I got. You not squeaky clean yourself. So don't make a reaction video, call somebody out unless you got all your skeletons in your closet, or you don't have those skeletons in your closet, and make sure you squeaky clean before you go off on somebody else. That's what I gotta say about that. Don't tell them your next move. Hey, listen, man. I know I talk about the we talk about the V60, man, and I know, and it's a great device for me. I love it, but I think it's time. I'm gonna rock with it for maybe a couple of more months, but I got another device that may be replacing it. Now, here's the pros and cons. I'm about to give up features to gain newness. That's the reality part of me going to the next level, kind of sideline. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna give it up. I'm gonna sideline it, right? And I think it's time. How long should they be dragging for the mistake? Depends on the harm. The bigger the harm, the bigger the drag. If nobody got hurt, I don't think it should be. It's been dragging for the last 2 days, 3 days. It's been dragging. So it's been dragging for the last 2 to 3 days. And listen, man, I don't know, man. I get, a lot of people say, well, this stay in your lane, easy. Don't worry about nobody else. Just do you. And trust me, y'all see, that's what I do. On my YouTube channel, I do me. But these podcasts, with these podcasts, I genuinely try to give my thoughts and opinion about products and services in the tech field. And, me as being part of the tech YouTube space, I have to acknowledge the stuff that goes on in the tech space. Think about this, right? I don't talk about what's going on in the cars. I don't talk about nothing that's going on in appliances. I don't talk about nothing that goes on in relationships and all that stuff like that. I am a genuine content creator in the tech field. So any disturbance in the force, we got to talk about it. It's disturbance in the force. And the force to me is the tech field. I don't know. I talk about how could I get better? How could I be better? Listen, I remember that. Yes, I remember that. And that to me, it comes with a lot of things. And this is one of the reasons why I genuinely don't want to call other content creators out. I genuinely don't want to make videos about other content creators. And the reason why is because it may come back to bite me in the ass. And listen, I have too many flaws that's on the internet for me to call anybody out. That's the thing that I people need to know. Like, I would never call nobody out knowing that I got freaking flaws everywhere, right? So I you know, it's one of those things, man, where I got too many flaws myself. Why would I call anybody out when I'm a flawed person? So I can't, I wouldn't dare call another content creator out when I already know that I have too many freaking flaws myself. You could go to any video that I make and freaking call me out on a lot of things. And so no, I can't put myself out there like that. I couldn't. That ain't in my DNA. In every podcast, what I talk about, you know, positivity. I talk about my frustrations. And listen, man, you know, the world right now is going through some frustrating battles, right? I mean, we had the presidential election. You got one side of the fence is happy. You have the other side of the fence that's unhappy. And so, you know, you have a lot of unpredictability for the future. And so people are just tensed. People are, you know, not in the best of moods. So when you put, you know, when anything happens, everybody just ready to crack because everything is like, you know, man, you know, it's just one of those things that is just, you wish that everything could be sunshine and roses, but everything is not sunshine and roses. You just want to, you know, us content creators, we want to come in our studios, you know, plan the products that we're going to review, get our thoughts together. You know, I type up my scripts, whatever, you know, I review the product, get my thoughts together, make a video, post it on YouTube, and move on to the next video. But that's again, that's the perfect world. That's listen, for every content creator, that is a perfect world. Our world is to make a video, right? And after we make the video, we want to post it and move on to the next. As y'all guys know, I'm pretty much in the studio 7 days a week. That means I make content, or I'm filming content, or I'm doing a podcast, or I'm doing a live stream, or I'm doing something for my community. I am active on all platforms every day. It's a lot of hard work, people. People that have, you know, 9-to-5 jobs, work, you know, 5 days a week, and they got a family and you know, kids and household to run. They can't put that type of time, effort in that I can, and that's understandable. I have a commitment to my family. I have a commitment to my work. And if I feel that this work was harming my household, then I would take a break. Right? I mean, you think about it. This stuff here on the internet, it's not going nowhere. The internet is not going nowhere. YouTube ain't going nowhere. That means that if I miss a day not posting the video, if I miss a week not posting the podcast, if I miss a day or 2 days or 3 days not posting no videos, the internet is not going nowhere. And I think, I used to post videos every day, and I stopped posting videos every day. It's because I feel that, first of all, it's too stressful to post a video every day. That's one thing. Second thing is, I can't post a video every day. The way my studio is structured, the way I record my videos, the way I edit my videos, I cannot make a same day video. So it's virtually impossible for me to make a same day video. It can happen. It just takes a lot of hard work. I mean, it takes a lot of hard work. And I do this by choice, right? My studio is set up to a certain way where I can't, and I'm working on a video where I show you guys how I actually record my videos. Now I make studio videos. I got a series of videos that I call my studio videos, and I talk about, the planning part. I talk about the recording part. I talk about a lot of different things on how I do my YouTube channel, right? But I never broke down on how I sit in this chair and record my videos. What my thought process? What do I do? How do I do it? What is the background thoughts that I have to do to record my videos? That is something that I believe is going to be very interesting for a lot of content creators to see how I do my videos. A lot of people might say it's overkill. Of course, people gonna say it's overkill. Everybody, I notice a lot of people do that. A lot of people say that everything that I got in my studio is overkill. Okay, I understand. But I'm building something here. So you got to understand, people. You have to understand, people, that I'm building something here, and I'm not done. I'm building something here. There's a movie. Y'all let me know down in the comments. It's a John Travolta movie. And Gene Hackman, I think he was in it. And John Travolta had a room, and he pressed a button, and he had these monitors. And I'm sure somebody go name this movie. He had these monitors, like 8 monitors, all in the room, and it was all synchronized, and it looked so pretty. The room was beautiful, and he had the computer, and everything was just beautiful, right? And we'll talk about it. And what's up, Jet? I see you in the building. And y'all remember the movie? Let me know down in the comments. It's a John Travolta movie, with Gene Hackman, and it's a female was in it too. But yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments what the name of this movie was. I know it, but I'm sure y'all will pretty much know what I'm talking about. Yes. I'm talking about Swordfish. That was that part, right? Of when he walked in the room, and he had the 8 monitors, and it was all synchronized and all that stuff like the Halle Berry. Yes, Halle Berry. And it was all synchronized and stuff like that. Okay, imagine that. Imagine that, but it's all Star Trek. Imagine that. It is all Star Trek. I got my Star Trek background, right? Which I want to be this, right? I want to be in the Enterprise, right? I'm gonna make some changes on this side, right? I have some things that I got going on. I'm gonna make this my side console, right? I'm gonna make this my side console, and I'm gonna make let's see, get about this top shot. This here. I'm gonna have I got a cover that I'm gonna put here, and it's gonna be the whole layout of the Starship Enterprise, right? And then when you see this part, right, you gonna see the monitors. Monitors gonna be all over the place. You gonna see monitors everywhere. And then when you see this part, right, when I do my side angle, all this here listen, man, I'm gonna cover this entire room, man. It's gonna be all this absolutely this next level. So a lot of people ask me, what's next? 2025 is the year that I'm focusing on restructuring my room. I'm restructuring the studio. When I walk in here, when I sit in my captain's chair, what I want to see is I want to see 6 monitors in front of me. You know? Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. I know I threw you off with that. I want like 6 monitors in front of me, right? And I want Star Trek logos on all of them. And I want my background to stay the same, right? I want my background to stay the same. But I'm going to cover all of this on the side. Like all of this here going to be on the side. It's going to be all this is decked out in Star Trek, right? It's gonna be all decked out in Star Trek. That is what I'm working on in 2025. It's gonna be a freaking amazing, man. It's gonna be epic. I'm not one. Listen, man, you talk about epic, man. I am going to convert this. I'm gonna take a whole year to convert my studio into something amazing. And I have my childhood ideas on how to do it. I have pretty much all the monitors I need, right? I don't have, I mean, I got a lot of monitors. I do have about 6 monitors. I think I got more than 6 monitors. But the monitors that I have, some of them kind of low resolution. Some of them is, I want all my monitors to be the same. So it's going to be a little investment for me. I like the BenQ monitor that I have here, very color accurate. I do have this big widescreen monitor over here, but yeah, I want all my monitors like freaking 37-inch monitors, man. I wanted freaking monitors on top all the way to the bottom. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty. Hope you're doing okay, Easy. Yeah, listen, man, I was, I'm doing a podcast, right? And I started out the podcast giving my thoughts about some of the drama that's going on out here in the YouTube space and stuff like that. And I give my thoughts about the Flossie thing, and I give my thoughts about the MKBHD thing, and I talked about how I'm a flawed person. I talk about that. 3,000 videos that I have on my YouTube channel. 3,000 videos. Listen, I have videos all over the place. And I can tell you that 99.9% of almost all my videos on YouTube, you can find multiple mistakes. And so I feel that we are imperfect people. And listen, I do understand. Listen, I do understand, viewers, right? I do understand viewers. They will, they hate. Don't say all haters. There are some haters out there that don't like us. They have a lot of haters that do not like us. And I'm okay with that part because we could deal with the viewers, right? Because they have tools in place to block them, to get rid of them, stuff like that. The problem I have, the biggest problem that I have is with other content creators calling out other content creators, especially, and the reason why I say that is because most content creators that call out other content creators, you're not that perfect. I would never do that. I would never, and I talk about this. I made one reaction video, and I did it with Jay Will, and I called Jay Will. Me and him had a discussion about it, and this was years ago. I said, Jay, the video you made, man, I got a difference of opinion. I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna make a reaction video about it, and I did. I made a reaction video about it. I didn't like it. I didn't listen. It was funny at the time. Me and Jay Will had a kick out of it or whatever. But after time passed, I look at that video like, I should have never done it. I'm a flawed person. Why would I call somebody else flaws out? And this is why I don't like other YouTube content creators making bad, nitpicking other YouTube content creators, because you're a flawed person. And that to me is why I don't like it. Because you're not perfect. A perfect person, a imperfect person calling out another imperfect person is dumb to me. Sorry, I don't like it. If you have an issue with another content creator, if you are a content creator and you got an issue with another content creator, why don't you DM them? Why don't you email them? Why don't you reach out to them and express your concerns, right? Or just move on. But making videos about that individual is violation. That's a violation. And that to me is something that I can't rock. I can't co-sign on that. I don't care how bad a mistake that individual made. You ain't got to worry about, you don't have to worry about making a reaction video about that individual. His subscribers, his viewers will let him know they displeased about the content that person made. Leave it up to the people. Don't try to clout chase or views and subscribers off of somebody else's name. We don't do that. You know what we do to get our subscribers and our views? We put the work in. We don't call people out, man. Like on our Wired Wednesday, we may have fun. We may name people, say, hey, you know what, this person did, blah, blah. Listen, Wired Wednesdays is fun. But you don't see, I never made besides that one video, and don't hold me to it. People might go back through my history and I might have done one. I do reaction videos about myself. If I'm going to call anybody out, I'm going to make a reaction video about myself because I am the flaw. So if I'm going to call out a flaw, I'm going to make a reaction video about myself. It's not up to me to make a reaction video about another content creator because he made a mistake. It's not up to, especially when you're not squeaky clean. And that's the issue that I have. Now, a lot of people may say, well, easy, we got the whole X, Y, and Z accountable. Okay, let the viewers hold them accountable. Content creators making videos about other content creators not holding them accountable. You clout chasing, period. End of story. You can't justify that. Listen, when you put that big YouTuber in your description, in your title, in your thumbnail, that ain't no, we don't do that. But the viewers is the one they are the judge and jury. We as content creators, we not their judge and jury. We don't use our platform to degrade another content creator. We don't use our platforms to call out other content creators because we do this stuff every day. And especially when you're not flawed, when you're not the perfect person, you're not the perfect person. So don't call out an imperfect person when you imperfect. That's the problem that I got. Every freaking time I see another content creator call out another content creator on a video, it burns me up. And that to me, I can't co-sign on that. I can't co-sign on a content creator calling out another content creator. Now, if you got a problem with that content creator, like I say, DM them, email them, hit them on social media. Right? That's what you do. And my problem is that if you have an issue with a content creator, you don't turn on your camera and call them out and be displeased and calling them liars and man, listen, that ain't up for us to do. Instead of calling out that content creator, why don't you put the work in and make a video about products and services for your community? You are obligated to your community. That other individual, MKBHD, Flossie Carter, is obligated to their community. That is not that ain't you. It ain't up to you to call out other content creators. Their community will call them out for that. The Flossie community will call him out for his flaws. MKBHD community will call him out for his flaws. YouTube content creators don't do that. That is my issue. Especially when you put it live next to his picture. Man, listen, that's unbelievable. That to me, listen, I lost all credit. That individual lost all credibility with me. When you took a profile picture, looked like it came from Instagram, I believe it may be his profile on YouTube or whatever, and you put the word liar and you got a arrow pointed to the man. Come on, man. Listen, over a small mistake. Not first of all, let's make sure we understand something. Who's to say that that was a mistake in the first place? Who's to say that that was a mistake in the first place? Flossie called to say that he never watched any videos of this product. But the guy came out and said, you know, he did a screenshot and blasted all on the screen, talking about, well, he watched my video. Who's to say that he watched your video? He might have not watched the video. He might have read the title and saw the thumbnail and made a comment and moved on. I don't know if he watched the video. Do you know, did he watch the video? So even if he watched the video, so what? So what? So what? So what? Okay. So what? It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating, bro. Like, I feel that, you know, a code of ethics went away a long time ago. Like, YouTubers is some content creators is that have a smaller channel feel that they can, you know, use bigger names to try to grab eyeballs of the content creators. Listen, I do understand YouTube is hard, people. I do understand views and subscribers is the most difficult thing to get. I do this shit every day. I do this every day. I already know how difficult it is. Listen, man, I do this shit every day. I do understand how difficult it is for people to watch your videos, for people to subscribe to your channel. But if you are true to the game, take the growth as it comes. If you are true to the game, there's no fluff, no passes, baby. Take the growth how you can. And that is my statement on that. Let's see. Hold on a second, put your comment up. Do you think it could be someone that attests to that dose that targets some other artists? Artists or artists? I don't know. I don't understand the comment. Damn, there are so many moments a person decides to use their arse on YouTube. They can only call out someone in their DMs, not even in the comments. There's so many moments a person decide to be on YouTube, I guess. I don't know. They can only call out someone in their DMs. So here's the thing. You could probably post something in the comments about your displeased. Like, if you're not pleased with the video, you can say, you know what, I didn't like the video. Oh, serious. Okay. Decide to be serious on YouTube. Okay. They only call out someone in the DMs. I mean, look, I look at it like this. If somebody had an issue with a video, like somebody watched my video, they hated the video. Like, from the beginning to the end, the video sucked for them. They have every right to voice their opinion in my comments, as long as they're respectable. Now, here's what I say. Okay, it's a fundamental difference between constructive criticism and somebody's being an asshole. Now, assholes and trolling is not. We don't tolerate that. Constructive criticism, respectful constructive criticism is okay. If you didn't like the video, say, you know what, I didn't like, this part you said this, and you did that. That's incorrect. You got to do more research. That okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a person saying that. Listen, this part of the video, you say this. That's not true. Here is here's the facts. Okay, I'm okay with that. I don't have no issues with nobody giving me constructive criticism in the comments. At that point, I don't care. Because if I screwed up, I screwed up. All right, cool. But going out the way, making videos about them, that becomes a little too excessive. That becomes a little too excessive. I believe that I mean, listen, man, move on. I think people get to this point, man, whereas they want to be known so bad. Like a lot of people believe that they want to be known so bad, so they will hit another person in the comments or maybe make a video about that person. Man, listen, here's my answer to a lot of people. Keep it real, baby, no matter what. If your YouTube channel, your social media grows slow, then it grows slow, baby. Just take it how you get it, baby. Right? Work hard, grind hard, come up with better topics, do something better. That's it. Right? Listen, man, I have came to the conclusion that I know my YouTube channel go grow slow. I'm okay with that. I'm happy. But I mean, listen, I'm frustrated today, right? Like, I don't know if y'all hear it in my voice. Like, even when I started this podcast, it's a lot of things going in my mind that it's like I'm confused because this is not the first time. This is not the second time. This crap goes on over and over and over, and it's like, what happened to us, man? Like, I mean, look, even with the, we have other content creators out there that went through issues, man. I mean, at the end of the day, just do you. Turn on your camera and make your content. Make your content for your community and let everybody else do what they do. How hard it is for you to make content about things, products and services for you and your community. And keep it moving. Beef in a hip hop. Beef is for hip hop, not YouTube. And that, it is crazy. When we talk about hip hop, man, I remember going, listen to the 90s. The 90s rap, right? When they used to have beef and all that stuff like that. The East Coast versus the West Coast and stuff like that, man. And, that was back then, man. And, I mean, obviously, some of that stuff turned violent, right? With the Tupac and the Biggie Small and stuff like that. Things did get violent, and we still have violence in the hip hop world, right? They still have. I mean, people, rappers still getting killed over lyrics and stuff that they say. And it just, but I mean, come on, man, this is YouTube. Like, you think about this, right? We content create, we making videos about tech. As a tech content creator, we're making videos about tech. How many times have I made mistakes in my videos? God damn it, I've made mistakes. In this podcast, I might have made 100 mistakes, but it just, okay. It's okay. Let that person make their mistakes and move on. Let their community roast them. It ain't up to us to roast them. It ain't up to content creators to turn on the camera and roast another content creator. It's not up to us to do that. The cold part is that he didn't even know. He didn't even have to do that because he's already known, already growing. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, as I look at how content creators are growing, some content creators grow fast, some content creators grow slow. Listen, I've been in the game for a long time. Unfortunately, I'm still, growing slow, and that's okay, man. Listen, I've came to the reality. Listen, people, I've came to the reality that I can't frustrate myself and get depressed over slow growth. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I mean, let me tell you what people gravitate to. Drama. People gravitate to drama, negativity, fights, politics. Those are the key factors right now, politics, fights, negativity. So when we sitting up here talking about, positive things, smartphones, you know, our top 5 smartphones, the cameras are good, or this smartphone camera is better than, people don't, there's no drama involved. But when you see those videos, I'm switching from Android to iOS. Well, that brings in drama because people say, oh, we got another switching video. And then people do that. And listen, I don't have no issues with people running their YouTube channels like that. I don't have no issues with that. And every new phone come out, you got a bunch of people that make videos about I'm switching. That's how they run the YouTube channel. It's not up to me to tell them if they right or wrong. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But people make videos about that. Is it right or wrong? It doesn't matter to me. That's how they run the YouTube channel. Do I like it or not? It doesn't. Listen, my opinion doesn't matter to another content creator. That's how they run their YouTube channel. So when you see the switching videos and all that stuff like that, it's okay. That's what they do. That's what they do. And people watch it because they get freaking 200, 300,000 views on video. And listen, I'm saying to myself, maybe I need to do it. But see, here's the problem. Here's the difference between me and other people that do all these, I switching here, I switching there, right? Is that's not for me to do. And I mean, I'm true to the game. I mean, why would I switch from Android to iOS when I got iPhones and Android? And I keep both of them son bitches in my pocket. It ain't no such thing as I'm switching from Android to Apple. Why? This keep both of them motherfuckers in your pocket. So I do understand the views. I do understand the drama. People, you know, in the comments, they listen. People in the comments rip to shreds most content creators that make those type of videos. They rip them to shreds, but it brings in the views. It brings in the subscribe. It brings in a lot of activity. And so that's why that's what people do. Listen, I'm not faking phony. I don't do shit like that. Like, I don't do that. Like, I don't do that. I keep it real no matter what, baby. Even if you don't like what I do here on this YouTube channel. And then listen, man, even if you don't like what I do on this YouTube channel, one thing you can't never say, right? That Easy don't keep it fucking real no matter what. I don't listen. I'm gonna tell you, you might see a lot of things that I might do on this YouTube channel, but you can't call me fake or phony. You can never fucking say that Easy fake and phony. You can't do it. All right. Hey, what's going on, Albert? You? What's going on? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, man, you know, it's just one of those things, man. Why not do videos on both since we talking about everything? And listen, that's the point. We do videos on iOS. We do videos on Android. That's the whole thing. Like nothing is off the table when it comes down to technology. Tech, in my opinion, and I talk about this, Herb, I do all things tech. All things tech is not smartphones. All things tech is not just about smartphones and about, tablets. All things tech. This is tech, right? This is tech, right? This is tech. When I talk about all things tech, this is all things tech. Right? This is all things tech. That is tech. This is tech. When I talk about tech, I talk about all things tech. This is tech. Right? This is tech. This is tech, by the way. So when I talk about all things tech, it's not just smartphones. Right? When I talk about tech, I talk about everything revolving around tech. This is tech. This is tech, right? This is tech. This right here. This is tech. You know what that is? This is called technology right here. So when I talk about all things tech, it's not about smartphones. All things tech is not about smartphones, people. A lot of people believe that tech reviewers just do smart. Listen. They have channels, dedicated channels that does nothing but smartphones. I don't do that. Matter of fact, I never really focused my YouTube channel on phones. I make a lot of videos about phones, but my YouTube channel was never, ever, ever, ever focused on smartphones. Never. My YouTube channel was focused on all things tech. All things tech. Not just Apple, not just Samsung, not just freaking phones. Stream Deck. Right? Look. Stream Deck. Look, scan this. Keyboards. This is all tech. Everything on this table except this, right? I mean, look, if you want to call this tech, right? But what I'm saying is all things tech. I will never talk all about smartphones ever. I will talk about way more things about smartphones. You know, never, ever, ever, ever talk about just smartphones. You definitely got a lot of tech. Absolutely. I have a warehouse. Check out my video. I just posted a video of me bringing tech to my warehouse. I have freaking boxes and boxes and boxes of freaking tech, from smartphones to monitors to keyboards to this everything, from microphones to headphones. I have a whole wall over here, nothing but headphones, right? It just, I do things, all things tech. The Tech Preacher is your name. That's it. That is my name, is the Tech Preacher. My name is not Easy Smartphone Creators. I don't focus on smartphone. I focus on all things tech. And I think where a lot of people kind of got away from, because I did a lot of focus. I did a lot of focus on smartphones. But now, since smartphones have reached its peak, you see me doing less smartphones. Listen, man, I thought about this. In 2023, I did a shift. I was spending tens of thousands of dollars on smartphones. And I'm saying to myself, after 6 months, when I make a smartphone video, people are like, why are you making this video? They got new stuff coming out. And I'm saying to myself, I was listening to people like, man, why? They might be right. But that's what I started doing is, I said, you know what? I'm not going to listen to people, because they got new updates. They got new fresh software. They got new this, new that. Matter of fact, I got a couple of 1+12 videos coming out, right? I got 1+12 videos coming out this weekend. And that's all kinds of new stuff. Android 15 on deck. So I did a deep dive into Android 15. It's in my members only. If y'all want to check it out, it's already available for you guys to check out. But I did a deep dive into to Android 15, even though the 1+13 is coming out. I feel that, you know, to me, I want people to see a diverse platform of all things tech, not just smartphones. I want people to see a diversity. Now, if you are a smartphone head, right, if you just want to just watch smartphones, they have thousands of YouTube channels out there that focus on smartphones. I mean, every time I turn around, they got a new content creator starting a YouTube channel and talking about iPhone 16s. Every time I turn on, I see new content creators starting YouTube channels talking about Galaxy S24s. So they are a plethora of smartphone-focused YouTube channels. They have a bunch of them. I changed my focus. I changed my focus on smartphones, because I do not want my YouTube channel to be smartphone dominant, because folks, smartphones are changing and they're not, the innovation is not there like it used to be. They're just putting faster processors in it, better cameras, a slightly better battery life. And that's it. We've been seeing this trend since 2021. We about to go into 2025, and we starting to see the same trend with smartphones. The same trend. And you know what? The same trend with smartphones are Herb just said it is getting boring. What you gonna talk about? Listen, it was so funny. I watch iPhone, dedicated iPhone videos, right? And one of the reasons why I cannot make an iPhone video is because what there's to talk about. I look at like the iPhone 12 or the iPhone 11 and the iPhone 16, and I'm saying to myself, what is it that I can talk about with an iPhone? Like, listen, iOS haven't changed, baby, in a decade. I cannot sit up here and make a 10-minute video talking about iOS. But they do have YouTube channels, and I watch them. And I mean, they make fun. You know, they kind of make, you know, to try to boost it up, to try to make it comedy, and some of them do nice little pretty B-roll. But the substance of the video is really nothing. I mean, they make it fun because they got to make content, especially Apple focused videos. I can't. I mean, Android, at least you have different flavors, right? You could talk a little bit about Android, but iOS, I feel I applaud YouTube content creators that focus on iPhones. I applaud you guys, because when I pull out an iPhone and I say to myself, I'm going to make an iPhone video, and after I listen, I pull out my keyboard and I'm ready to type my script. And I get to 5 words, and I'm saying to myself, it ain't. And I stop. I delete it. I can't. Like, I can't. This one of the reasons why I know that I have to talk about other things. I can't. Okay. Even when you talk about Samsung, I have so many Samsung videos talking about decks. How many videos have I talked about decks? I got camera review. I mean, it ain't nothing else to talk about. Samsung have kept the same design for the past 2-3 years, the same design, and we're going into 2025. It's going to be a 4th generation of the same design. You got to give me a break here. You can't. It ain't nothing to talk about, people. And so I know when I'm looking at my Galaxy S23 and I'm thinking about myself, I might make an oldie but goodie video, but God, it's not old enough. And I'm saying to myself, really nothing to talk about. Yeah, I can't. So you know what I do? Give me a microphone to talk about. I got a lot to talk about. Let me talk about podcast equipment. You have a lot of new content creators that want to do podcasting, that want to do YouTube content, you know, that want to find the cheaper microphones, the best equipment to buy to start the YouTube channel, to be a podcaster, to be a live streamer, the stuff like that. You got TikTok, you got Instagram, you got Facebook. Everybody want to do live streams. There's a huge market for me to tap in right there, to get rid of this smartphone era, to go into a more diverse new era of tech. And that's my focus. My focus is to go into a different area of tech. Smartphones are done. That's it. Listen, the S25 is going to be the same design, same this, same that, same this, same that. There ain't nothing to talk about. And one of the biggest issues, if you live in the United States, is that if you talk about international devices, and you got to make sure you tell people, hey, listen, if you're on T-Mobile or Mint Mobile, you good to go. If you're on AT&T, which is the largest carrier in the United States, that most people is on AT&T, you can forget about it. And so It's very difficult to talk about those type of things when you know that certain carriers gonna kick them off the network, you know that and stuff like that. And I absolutely love the Xiaomi's, the Vivos, and all. I love them things, man. You know, but import them. If you can, you know, I mean, you could talk about them a little bit or whatever, but man, let me get my focus on something else. And that's, I think that to me going into 2025, you know, you will see less smartphone videos and more of the more different type of tech videos. Because I'm at the point where it's, listen, I have over 200 smartphones. It ain't nothing changed, man. I got over 200 smartphones, man. And there's nothing changed. Listen, I'm more excited over older smartphones. This is why I carry a V60. This is why I could pull out a Galaxy Note 9 and have a very good experience. This is why I could pull out a Galaxy Note 8 and have a good experience, the Note 20s, or I could pull out LG V30s and V40s and V50s and have a very good experience, because they gave you more features and functionality, headphone jacks and everything else in between versus newer smartphones. Newer smartphones don't give you shit, man. And that's why I get excited over tanks, because they give you something nobody else give you. I get excited over other devices because they give you stuff that other smartphones don't give you. $100 phone give you a headphone jack, give you SD card support, put the power brick in the box. They give you a screen protector, a case, and everything else in between for $99. And you talk about excited. I'm excited over that. If I'm gonna review phones, I'm gonna review phones that's like that. I want to review phones that's gonna give me everything in the kitchen sink in the box, instead of me spending $2,000 when the bitches don't give you a fucking charger in the box. How the fuck I'm gonna get excited over a fucking phone that I done paid $2,000 for when they don't give you a headphone jack, no SD card, 256 gigs, and no fucking power brick in the box, and I'm supposed to get excited over that bullshit? But they got a $99 phone, give you a case, screen protector, fucking SD card support, dual SIM support, all of that for $99. That's the phones I'm gonna review. That's the shit I'm gonna review. Those are the most exciting phones, better bang for your buck. That's the shit I want to review. Y'all can, listen, everybody and their mama go always review the flagships. I don't have to review them. You know, and that to me is the most exciting part of the smartphone industry, is your budget phones. Your budget phones is the most exciting phones in the industry, because they give you everything in the kitchen sink for a little nothing. You know, and that's, let's see. The only thing change about Android is the phones. Yeah. Let's see. So something did change. Smartphones have gotten more dumbed down in the past 10 years. I agree with you on that. Time to hold the OEMs accountable. Hold their feet to the fire for increased prices for devices that you can't even. Listen. I agree with you. I'm gonna tell you, Albert. The best Samsung phone, the best Samsung phone is the Galaxy Note 9. That is the best Samsung phone, period. And I talk about this. I make videos about this. Samsung, the Galaxy Note 9 gave you everything. You got Samsung DeX. You had everything, SD card support. You had a heart rate monitor. You had a headphone jack. They put the charger in the box. They gave you extra tips for the S Pen. I mean, it was a beautiful design device. The fingerprint scanner was in the back. Perfect. A perfect device. And ever since the Note 9 came out, Samsung has went downhill ever since. The perfect Samsung phone was the Galaxy Note 9. And Samsung have not came out with a phone since the Galaxy Note 9 That's good. Nothing can top the Galaxy Note 9. Nothing when it comes down to features and functionality. Samsung have screwed themselves for the past 10 years. And that's unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Question is, Android watered and diluted. Yeah. I mean, listen, same thing that Apple is doing. I mean, Apple ain't out the woods yet, right? I mean, come on, man. Apple have screwed their customers for the past decade too, man. They've came out with this. You know what Apple does? I'm gonna tell you what Apple does. Apple take their cameras on their devices and do this to it, and then they do this to it, and then now they do this to it. Think about how fucked up that is, right? Apple take their cameras and go this way. Then the next version of their cameras, they go this way. Then the next cameras go this way. Why? They're stupid. This is freaking, it is a joke. And that's why I get so pissed off about it. Because you see what they do, and they screw over the customers so bad. And man, yeah, it's all downhill since then. But who do you blame? It's us for still buying their devices instead of jumping ship. Yeah, listen. Bruh, you do blame us. You blame us. That's right. Who do you blame? You blame us. Absolutely. I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. And listen, a lot of content creators do push, the narrative of you got to buy new. They say that, I've seen some content creators say, if you got a Galaxy S23, then the S24 is a must buy because you get a huge upgrade. And that is, listen, I don't know, man. I don't know. If you coming from a Galaxy Note 20, going from the Galaxy Note 20 to the S24 Ultra is your upgrade, because you did took your Galaxy Note 20 and rocked it till the wheels fall off, and your upgrade is the Galaxy Note 10, the Galaxy Note 20, going from the Galaxy Note 10 to a Galaxy Note 20 to the Galaxy S24. That is your upgrade, because you did 4 years. You got your money worth out of that device. We talk about this. We talk about getting your money worth out of these devices. After the Galaxy Note 9, Samsung with all that Note, that's what started the Note Plus BS. Yeah, man. Galaxy Note 9 was great, man. But that's what customers want. No. That ain't what customers want. That's what they feed customers. Wait. Stop urban. That ain't what customers want, bro. Now, hold on. Customers being misled. It's misinformation. The marketing, they make it look so pretty. They make it seem like it's a big upgrade. Listen, man. No. That ain't what the customer want, man. You think that a customer that goes to Best Buy, that buy a Galaxy S24 Ultra that they spent $1,400 for, and you have that salesperson say, you know what? You got to get a charger, because guess what? That device doesn't come with a charger. So you got to spend another $50 to get a charger. You think that makes that customer happy? Do you really think that after spending $1,400 on a phone, they got to spend another freaking $50 on a charger? Do you think that make a customer happy? That ain't what a customer want, man. I hear people complain about that every time they buy a new phone, that they don't put the fucking charger in the box. So that ain't what the customer want, man. The customer is being fed this narrative of that. And you got to buy new, you're going to get these groundbreaking cameras, You will get this fast productivity device and all that stuff. You get fed that through advertisement and through YouTube content creators. YouTube content creators got it bad, but hyping up new tech, telling you to upgrade your 1-year-old phone to the next generation. You hear this from content creators all the time. People ask the question, I got an S23 Ultra, should I upgrade? And you have a lot of content creators say yes. Not me, obviously. I don't say it, but but you do. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. And it's, yeah. But Apple fans are happy. When Apple spits it in about Android folk should have drug Samsung hard, but they still buy their phones. I mean, listen, Ted, to be honest with you, Apple fans are not buying. Think about this. Apple sales are down. Android sales are down. Samsung sales are down. Apple sales are down, bro. So listen, don't get that perception that Apple fans are buying a product. Apple sales are down year over year. So no. That means that people are not buying the new phones. People are not investing in Apple like they used to, because year over year their sales are down. So they're not. And Samsung sales are down. So no, they're not. They're not. Listen, we used to hear the narrative that Apple fans would buy shit on the stick. But those days is coming to an end. The sales are crumbling. iPhone sales are down. They're not selling the 100 million, 200-300 million phones a year like they used to, and all that stuff. Like Samsung ain't selling all these things. They're not doing it. The people are holding on to their devices a lot longer because they're not seeing no viable upgrades. They're not seeing no reason to go from a 15 to a 16. They're not seeing no reason to go from a 14 to a 16. They're not seeing no reason to go from a 13 to a 16. A lot of them not seeing no reason. You see people putting a new battery in a 13 or 12 and rocking it for another year or two. So they're not buying it. So yeah, they're not. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. All right. 3-year jump is perfect. I don't know, Herb. I think 4 years. 3 years is nah. Think about this. If you bought a S24 Ultra, 512 gigs, you spent $1,400 for it. That phone to be good, it got 7 years of updates. 7 years of updates. I see 4 years. I don't see 3 years no more. I see you having that phone, to almost 2029. I don't see. Yeah, you got 4 years. You had that phone till 2028. Yeah, no. I see. I think I think the time has shifted. That I believe 4 years now. I believe 4 years. Oh, your answer was about the Apple. All right. I'm reading the comments late. All right. Let's be honest. We be buying the same phones over and over and over each year, right? It needs to stop. If you're serious and demanding innovation from the OEMs, yeah. Listen, I can understand. I can say this, right? We as content creators and tech reviewers will always make videos about the new latest and greatest, right? That's never going to end. But the smart people are holding their devices longer. Look at the sales figures. The sales figures not lying. Apple, Samsung sales is down year over year. and stuff like that. So they're not, people are holding on to their devices a lot longer than due to inflation. I mean, here's the thing. Apple phones and Samsung phones has always been above $1,000, even going back to the Galaxy Note 20. Remember, the Galaxy Note 20 was $11.99, so it's already been over $1,000. So I think inflation got a little bit to do with it, but they're still over $1,000. So here's what they did. Instead of giving you 512 and 256, remember they was used to give you 256, they went down to 128. Remember the S21? What did they do with the S21 Ultra? They screwed us. The S22 Ultra, what did they do? They screwed us with the going to the 128 instead of the 256 base model, right? And that model was at over the $1,000 price point. And then you got your Galaxy S Plus model that's coming in at $999 every year. It's already been over $1,000 every year. Though the Plus model has always been $999, and the Ultra models has been at least $12.99 to $13.99. It's always been that for years. It haven't changed. I do understand inflation, but at the end of the day, people just rocking their phones till the wheels fall off, man. The market is saturated, not new players, and here's the problem with that, right? We talk about the new players. What's up? I see Scoop in the building. We talk about the new players, right? We talk about the Motorola's. We talk about the Pixels. We talk about other devices. Listen, obviously when you watch my channel, I talk about Unihertz. I talk about LG. I talk about New Mobile. I talk about all those type of different phones. Here's the problem, Albert. People are spoon-fed that if you don't buy the $1,000 phones, then you're a peasant or you lower than the totem pole. Apple have it set up where if you don't have the 3 cameras on the back of your device, then you're not at that level. So people feel that they have to go with the big dogs because that's the big dogs supposed to be the best of the best, which has been proven incorrect. We've seen Pixel A's, right? We saw the Pixel 6a, the Pixel 7a, and all those type of devices kicked ass and tell names, right? It kicked ass. Blind camera test, always winning. And you know what? That's crazy how you got your cheaper devices always win blind camera tests. Why? Why the $1,500 devices don't win blind camera tests? Because people are programmed to buy the most expensive smartphone. They believe that if you bought the top of the line smartphone that you're getting the best of the best. But when you talk about a Pixel 7a that costs $399, people assume that you're getting shit. People assume that you're buying trash. People assume that you're not getting the best of the best. And that is a narrative that I wish that we can get across to some people that is not the case. You can't tell people that because what do they see on TV? If you want the best, get the Ultra. If you want the best, get the Pro, right? The iPhone 16 Pro Max. That is going to be your best. Come on, man. You know, those are the tactics and the marketing. And you know what? A lot of us content creators, we talk about other alternatives. We talk about these alternatives, right? And people have this narrative that I'll never buy that because, you know, it's a cheap phone. It's going to be slow as a sludge. That's not the case, man. That's not the case, man. You know, do you really need almost a 5 gigahertz processor in a phone? I mean, think about the elite processor. Think about the elite processors that's coming out next year, right? A 4.3 gigahertz processor in the phone so you can go up and down Twitter. A 4.3 gigahertz processor so you could go on Instagram. A 4.3 processor where you don't play games. Most people say they don't play games on their phones. All they do is they go on social media. So you buying a $1,500 phone to go on social media, to do text messages, to make phone calls, to take photos and some videos. They don't use 8K, right? None of them say they go on 8K. None of them use Pro mode. None of them go on different apps like Filmic Pro and Blackmagic app, camera apps. They don't do none of that. They don't do none of that stuff, but buying a professional high-end smartphone for what? Because of the name. Because they've been programmed that you have to buy the best of the best so you can be on Instagram. People have been programmed that if you don't buy the $1,500 phone, everything else is trash. This is what we've been programmed. And we, smaller content creators, have talked about other alternatives. Wine Back Now talk about Motorola phones. Kimmy and all of them talk about Vivos and Xiaomi's and all those type of alternative devices. I talk about alternative devices. People don't want to hear it, but these are alternative devices. That doesn't break the bank. But if it don't have the name Apple, if it don't have the name Samsung on it, it's considered trash. And that is the biggest problem we have, because people has been programmed. And yes, it's time to change the mindset of consumer. We have been spoon-fed to have. Yeah, it's a tragedy. You know, Albert, you've been following me for a long time, man. And I've discussed, I've talked, I've made videos about alternatives. We talked about this. Good smartphones, better bang for your buck, good cameras. Listen, some of the budget devices got better battery life than your $1,500 smartphone. Think about this. It's crazy. Budget devices, mid-tier devices, mid-range devices gives you everything in the kitchen sink. You go get a charger in the box, a case. You go get screen protectors. You go to get a headphone jack. You go get expandable storage. You get all of that for $399, $499, right? But since it don't have that logo on the back, Apple, pop. Since it don't have that logo on the back, Samsung, pop. Automatic trash. Automatic trash. And it's, yeah, $1,500 just to do basic function. Yes, absolutely. Not, listen, I'm going to tell you why. I got one of my cousins got a Galaxy S23 Ultra, 24 Ultra, one of them, one of the Samsung Ultras, right? Never used the S Pen, never used Dex, never used Pro Mode for video, never knew it had 8K video, never knew none of that stuff, never knew about all the One UI features and functionality. Don't know about that, but spent $1,400 for it. But don't use nothing. Don't use no AI features, no circular search, none of that stuff. Don't use none of that stuff. You know what that person doing on their smartphone all day? On TikTok and Instagram and on Twitter. That's it. Make phone calls. Watch a couple of YouTube videos. Take some photos here and there, video here and there. That's it. So that's why people get is being fed a false narrative. Why would you buy an ultra device when you'll never use all the features and functionality? Oh, because I want the size. Okay, well, they have a bunch of phones out there that's big. They got a lot of big phones out there. It ain't the Galaxy S20 Ultra is not the biggest phones out there. It's not the biggest. I mean, they got phones at that size. They're not the phones. They're not the biggest phones out there. And listen, it's so funny that, even when you look at the iPhones, right? The iPhone 16 Pro Max is not the biggest. You could get an iPhone 13 Pro Max for half the money. It's crazy, but that's how it is. But these phones have to keep up with the constant change of technology. Okay, but here's the problem, Herb. What technology? What? Tell me what technology that we talking about? If you say AI, that's software. You could put AI on. Okay, so when we talk about constant changes in technology, in the last 3 years, the last 3 years, what newer technology have we saw? Tell me what newer technology have we saw? I'm gonna listen. Let's take away software. Let's take away software. We're not gonna talk about software. We're gonna talk about hardware. What has changed in the last 3 years in hardware? We get the same slab. We getting the same glass front and back. We getting the same cameras. You know, they might go up a little generation here. Camera, they tweak the software. We're gonna go talk about software. What has changed besides the price? Now, when you add software, a lot of people say, well, you getting AI, you getting this. Okay, well, that's software. You could trigger that down to older devices. You could trigger that down to older devices. So software could be available with older devices. OEMs don't want to put it on older devices because they feel that they cannot get no money out you if they put the same software. If they take the same software from the S24 Ultra, put it on the Note 20, because it can run it. Come on, let's be fucking real. It can run it. It's powerful enough, right? Then the person that's rocking the Note 20 will never upgrade. And that will be money lost for the company. So what do? They do end of life on it. They do end of life on it. So they forces you to upgrade, or you have your carrier will send you a text message and say, hey, we got this great offer. You turn in your Note 20 and we go take $300 off and you could pay, $20 a month on the new phone. That's how they get you. And you stuck for 3.5 years on that device. It's weird, but most people could easily do all that stuff on 10-year-old phone. LBU, prime example. That's why I do my oldie but goodie videos. What do I do in my oldie but goodie videos? I do video, I do photos. They're absolutely amazing. Go look at, I'm gonna challenge y'all guys. Go look at my Galaxy Note 9 videos. Go look at how good. You can't sit up and tell me when you look at the Galaxy Note 9 videos, when you look at the cameras, you got to, well, these cameras are 1,000 times better. Come on, man, when you look at that footage. Come on, man. Y'all, listen, you hear that because you hear the denial of that. It's not there. Like it's frustrating because I be trying to, show people things and do things. And sometimes people just have this, I got to get the new phone, and nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that, but don't buy the new phone because of false narratives. If you buy the new phone, I talked about this last night. I don't need nothing. Anything that I buy is because I want it. That means that I don't need anything. You don't need a new phone. If you buying a new phone, you buying a new phone because you want it. Don't buy a new phone because you think it's way, way super better than your old phone, because that's false, baby. The Motor Stylus 2024 5G is the best bang for your buck. Yeah, there you go. Hey, what's going on? I see you in the building. What's up? That pressure custom button. SoCs has gotten better, but nobody really need it. Yeah. Are we talking about hardware? The Note 20, man. That was a good phone. Listen, man, the Note 20 was like my second favorite phone besides the Note 9. The Note 9 is my favorite phone. Like the Note 9 is like right there with the V60 with me, right? The Note 20 Ultra, man. That was great. I'm using the Note 9 as we speak. Hey, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you. I pull out that Note 9 and I do an order but goodie video. And I'm out there shooting footage with my Note 9, right? And when I put that footage in my camera software, and when I look at it on my screen, the first thing come to my mind is, look how absolutely amazing this footage is. I mean, the footage is so freaking good, man. Like when you look at the photos and videos of the Note 9, bruh, I say that about my Realme GT. The Realme GT photos and videos are so freaking good, right? But a lot of people said, well, it don't top the Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's not better than the iPhone 16 Pro Max because we've been spoon-fed that bullshit. That's it. That period. That's baba bullshit. That's it. Call it how we see it. It's called bullshit. That's it. That's all. You call it how you see it, man. No kidding. I just revisit holiday pictures that I took back in 2012 on my Galaxy S2. They look just as good as anything else that I shot recently. Wow. It's all good. Yeah. And listen, man, I don't knock nobody that like to buy all the new shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't knock nobody about that. But I just know that when some people hit me up, it's easy. Should I upgrade? You know, we hit it, us content creators, we constantly get people constantly ask us the same question. Should I upgrade? Should I upgrade? And when you come to me, I ask you one question. What is your current device? And no, I'm sorry. I don't ask them that. I don't care what your current device is. I ask you this question. Is your current device doing everything that you needed to do? I don't care the name. I don't care the name of I care less what name brand that you have. My question is always, is your current device doing everything that you needed to do? And 99% of most people say, yeah, I don't have no problem with my phone. It's fast. Photos look good, video look good. But I keep hearing commercials about the new latest and greatest. Easy. I just want to know your opinion. That's because they hear about the latest and greatest, and so they feel that their phones are outdated and old. I always tell people this all the time. I care less what name brand phone you have. I don't want to know the name brand of your phone. I don't care if you got a blue phone in your hand. I don't care. Only thing that I care about is that phone taking care of business. Period. In the story. I don't care. I don't care if it's running Android 10. I wouldn't give a shit. I don't care if it's not getting no updates. I don't care. I care less about that stuff. The only thing I care about, does it make phone calls? Are you able to go on social media? Are you able to watch your videos? Are you able to text message? Is you getting good service? Is your phone paid off? Is it doing everything that you wanted to do? And 99.9% of most people would tell me, yeah, it's doing okay. I don't know problems. But then my answer to that question is, you haven't rocked that phone till the wheels fall off. Yeah. Definitely bullshit. Yeah. The only reason why to get a new phone in recent years is because of battery degradation. Yeah. That's the reason. I agree. Listen, you know, they have a lot of companies that do battery upgrades and stuff like that, and I would highly recommend stuff like that. Like iPhones, if you got an iPhone, getting the battery for an iPhone is so simple. Getting the battery, listen, most you break out fix, they would do battery swap outs in one day. So I do understand people look into batteries or the issues. That's why we always talk about, maybe getting a battery swap or maybe, doing it yourself. If you're creative, hey man, listen, they got YouTube videos out for a lot of shit. Find your YouTube video that how to change that battery out. And guess what? Listen, they'll see your whole kit. If you go on Amazon, they'll see your whole battery kit on how to pop that battery out, putting the thing on the back and getting a hair dryer and getting the adhesive off and popping that battery out and put that new battery in, put a new line of adhesive on that sucker, put that back on that thing, and you good, man. brand new battery. You know, the problem with replacing battery that it would never be watertight. That's the risk that you have to take. Yeah, that is, especially if you do it yourself and you do the adhesive around. Yeah, it's not gonna be watertight. Yeah, you know that is the risk you take. But let me ask you this question: are you willing to take that risk buying a battery kit, $75 versus spending $1,300 on a new phone? So those are the questions that you think. Like, I mean, could I get away with, you know, spending $100 on replacing my battery and rocking my device? This, I have to be a little careful, right? I can't drop it in the toilet. I can't drop it in a puddle of water. I can't go swimming with it and all that bullshit and then go in the salt water. Could I survive another year or two with this device with a brand new battery? You know, those are the questions that a lot of people could ask. And look, I do understand, man. People could go on their carrier, spend $20 a month, man, and they good. You could do that too. You know, you could always go on your carrier and, you know, spend, you know, $20 a month. Here's the problem that I got with the carrier. Like, if you go rock your device till the wheels fall off, maybe go to the carrier, right? For, you know, $20 a month. Because your plan of thought is you're going to rock it till the wheels fall off. So you go roll 4 years, you go roll with it. If you could pay it off in 2 years, that means you paid for it for 2 years and it's paid off and you rock it another 2 years until the wheels fall off. Or you could get a OnePlus 12 or OnePlus 12 Aura, baby, and rock that son bit, and you ain't got to do no payment plans. Man, let me tell you something. OnePlus devices is so cheap, man. Like, I was gonna buy the R, right? But I'm gonna wait for the 13R. But I might still grab a 12R. I mean, the 12R is, I mean, if you got an old raggedy phone hanging around and do a trade, you can get an R for like $250. $250 for an R, man. Man, you can't go wrong with that, man. I'm sorry, man. Listen, when you look at a Pixel 8A, or Pixel 7A, or a OnePlus 12R, man, those devices are king supreme, man. You can't go wrong with them phones, man. You know, you ain't got to pay $300, $400, $500 for them phones, man. You get them phones cheap. Let's see. I'd rather sell off the device entirely and get the same one refurbished with a new battery in it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So yeah, you'll sell off the old phone, right? And then, you know, take that cash and put a few extra bucks with it and get another refurbished one. Yeah, there you go, bro. That's how you do it. Yes, sir. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. And I mean, why not? Why not? That is the way to do it. Because there's no other way but the way you do it. And look, don't get me wrong. We have, what, a month, 2 months before Samsung released the S25, right? We got 2 months before the S25. And, you know, and everybody, you know, everybody getting hyped over the S25. Samsung gonna come out with the same freaking phone, man. You know, I mean, all the rumors we saw with the S25 is the same shit, man. The only reason why I'm gonna get the S25 is because I didn't buy the S24. And if I get the S25, I might not get the S26. So I'm skipping Samsung years, man. Like, I'm skipping years. I didn't get the S24, but I'm gonna probably grab the S25. I'm not gonna get the S26. I might get the S27. You know, that type of shit, right? I'm gonna skip a year. you know, and go from there, man. Cause I don't see me buying Samsung phones every year, man, like I used to. I broke that cycle in 2023. I broke that cycle in 2023, man. I'm not, man. Listen, Samsung has saved me almost $4,000, man. I didn't even buy the shit, man. Like, yeah, look at it like, nah, you know. I'm a diehard techie, man. But at some point, you think that you buying the same shit over and over and over. At some point, you buying the same shit over and over and over. And I come to the point, I'm tired of buying the same shit over and over and over. So that's why I can't buy into that narrative no more, man. You know, I can't buy into that narrative. I can't buy into that narrative of keep buying the same phones over and over and over. I can't do it, man. Fuck that. So, you know, going into 2025, man, I think I might buy like 3 phones, man. I mean, they gonna have a plethora of phones that come out. I'm good for 3 of them. OnePlus 13, S25, and I might squeeze a Pixel or something in it. And that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for me, man. I already know that the OnePlus 13 gonna be the phone that I'm gonna carry. The OnePlus 12, you can't pry that son bitch out of my hand. So the OnePlus 12 is my phone right now. S25 will make a few videos about it, but it's going back. It's gonna go on my shelf of phones over there. And it's not gonna be my daily driver. You know, OnePlus 12 has won me over, man. OnePlus has won me over, and I think the OnePlus 13 is gonna capitalize on how good the OnePlus 12 is. I just don't see. I don't see nothing else. I don't see nothing else could pry my hands out of that thing. I mean, I'm good. I'm saying OnePlus. I'm gonna have both of them, but OnePlus 13 all the way, man. OnePlus 13 all the way, man. I'm gonna get the S25 Ultra, man. It's gonna be on. Listen, my S23 Ultra sitting on the shelf over there, man. I haven't. The OnePlus 12 has been my device. Right, the OnePlus 12 has been the king supreme for easy in 2024. The OnePlus 12 has been my device. But listen, the OnePlus 12 price has dropped. It was $649 a couple of days ago. It was think about this. It was $649, and if you got a trade-in, they get like $300-$400 for a trade-in. I mean, you was get that phone for like $300. I think you was getting the OnePlus 12 for like $300, man. So the OnePlus 12 right now, and when the OnePlus 13 come out, it's gonna get even cheaper. And I think, yeah, OnePlus 13. Let's see. Come back to the light, easy. Let the hate go. I don't have no hate. What's wrong with the OnePlus 12? What's wrong with OnePlus? Ain't no hate. What's wrong? Listen, I don't. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with the OnePlus 12? What's wrong with the OnePlus 12? Listen, I'm gonna tell you why I'm unhappy with Samsung. Because I'm sitting with 20-something Samsung phones over there, and I started seeing the trend. No. Look, I started seeing the trend, right? I started seeing the trend of Samsung after the Note 9, Note 10, Note 20, S. When Samsung got rid of the Note series, you started seeing the trend. That they got rid of they fucked everybody without the pen, right? With the S21 Ultra, right? And then they came out with the S22, right? And then they fucked everybody with the S22. Then when they came out with the S23, they started to say, okay, we're gonna put they did with the S22, they put the pin in the device, the S23, the same fucking phone, S22, S23, then the S24, instead of giving you a little curved display, they give you a flat display, and everybody lost their fucking mind. Think about it. It ain't about being unhappy. It's looking at a trend of suckness from Samsung. Look at the trend. You can't, listen, go to the Note 9. And you can't sit up and tell me from the Galaxy Note 9, Samsung have made progress. You tell me, going from the Galaxy Note 9, where has Samsung made progress? Samsung took away chargers in the box, heart rate monitor, SD card support, headphone jacks, extremely high prices. What have Samsung done? So the question is, you feel that I'm unhappy with Samsung? Yes, when I'm sitting with $10,000 to $20,000 worth of Samsung devices sitting over there. Yes. When you ask the question of why am I unhappy with Samsung when I'm sitting with $20,000 worth of Samsung devices sitting over there, think about, I got the Galaxy Note 1, Galaxy Note 2, Galaxy Note 3, Galaxy Note 4. I got 4 Samsung devices, and it's the son bitch from the Fold 2, Fold 3, Fold 4, Fold 5, Fold 6, all the same form factors, all the same fucking devices. They haven't changed nothing in the Galaxy Z Fold in 4 years. They haven't changed nothing besides updated specs, obviously, and software. They give you the same cameras. Every freaking Fold device from the Fold 3, the Fold 4, the Fold 5, and the Fold 6 got the same fucking cameras. And obviously, I mean, it is what it is. But you see people like OnePlus making an upgrade, a comeback, give you high specs, give you great cameras, longer battery life than Samsung devices. You know, they give you everything in the bells, all the bells and whistles, a charger in the box, right? Plus $500 cheaper than the Samsung device. You could get the OnePlus 12, a true flagship, for $649, $799. Galaxy S24 Ultra could cost you $1399. What you getting? That's the problem. Yes. What's happening? Truth to be told, that's it. That's why I went back to the Note 9. I agree with you. I would try to, they try to be hard. And you know what's so crazy? One UI 7. What are we going to see with the One UI 7? Right? One UI 7 is bringing a fucking dynamic island to a Samsung phone. And y'all, and you think that I'm unhappy with Samsung. And you know what the Samsung purists gonna say? Well, you know, I mean, they got a better version than a dynamic island than Apple. The fuck you gotta put a dynamic island on the shit in the first place? One UI 7 has a version of the dynamic island that's gonna be popping up on your fucking screen. Give me a break here, man. Bad enough Samsung started putting notches on their tablets. Now all of a sudden that they doing a dynamic island in their software? Give me a fucking break, man. It's done. So I can't rock with Samsung. I can't rock with Samsung, man. I can't, man. Dude, listen, man, if I want an iPhone, I go get an iPhone. The fuck I want a dynamic island on the Samsung device, man. Man, Samsung, man, listen, man. I can't, man. Like, you know, I'm totally displeased with the way Samsung been rocking, man. The Samsung have gotten so much money out of me, and they have been screwing customers year after year after year, have not done nothing year after year. They give you a flat display, then they give you a curved display. They give you a flat display, then they give you a curved display. And everybody lose their fucking mind. Come on, man. It's crazy. Yeah, the same cameras. Yeah. Same cameras, man. Yeah, I mean, go on YouTube and look at the betas that's coming out with the with One UI 7 and all that. Look, they got the pill, man. They got the dynamic island and stuff popping up on the top of your screen, bro. That's a disgrace. Yeah, Samsung is eating the Apple freight. That's a disgrace, man. What's my top phones that I'm looking for next year? OnePlus 13, baby. OnePlus 13. There ain't no top phones right now, man. OnePlus 13. That's it. OnePlus 13 is going to be my top dog. It ain't no, listen, it ain't even got you ain't even got to put an S behind phones. My top phone of 2025 is the OnePlus 13. That's it right there, baby. You can take the S off of phones. Take the S off of phones. That's my top phone of 2025, OnePlus 13. Samsung notification island. No notch needed. Come on, why they got to do that in the first place, bro? Like, why they have to have a dynamic island on Samsung software? Yo, I'm done with the tech industry now. Do you think about ever rocking the foldable? I used to rock my Galaxy as my daily driver. If I might look at the OnePlus Open too. The OnePlus Open has a larger display. The cover display is larger. It does have pen support, which hopefully they will have a way to get the pen in, because I believe on OnePlus Open, you can import the pen, but hopefully they will have all the pen stuff with the OnePlus Open too. But looking at the OnePlus Open, it's a bigger display, man. Listen, the biggest problem with the Galaxy Z Fold is that the display is too small, man. The display, if you coming from a slab phone, if you coming from a slab, going into the Z Fold, it's uncomfortable, man. When is the Open 2 spot next year? 2025. That's on my list, man. OnePlus Open 2 is on my list. It's gonna be cheaper. They did it. They did the OnePlus Open 1. It's like, I think you could get it for under $1,000 now. But I think it was like $12.99 or something. It was cheaper, man. Like $12.99, $11.99 or something. Throw a trade in and they get it for like $700 or something. Yeah, fucking right. I don't know. I used to rock my Z Fold. I used to rock all my Z Folds, man. That was my daily driver, my Z Fold, because I listen, I'm gonna tell you how close of a Samsung fan that I was. I used to make so many videos about Samsung. Like my whole channel, people started criticizing me, say, "Oh God, here we go, another Samsung video, another Samsung video." I was making so many videos of Samsung, but the reality started kicking in. Man, the reality, every freaking year I'm buying new Samsung phones, and I'm saying to myself, wait a minute, this shit is the same. Like, I started getting frustrated, man. Like, I'm like, I'm paying $1,200-$1,300 on this phone, and it's the same phone, man. I'm buying the same phone every year. Got Samsung notification island. Okay. It's called a Samsung notification island. With double tap to open. A Samsung notification pop-up style is the one UI feature ever since the S9 and the Note 9s. Samsung is adding improvements. Apple copy Samsung. Okay. And that's Doodle, y'all. Welcome to the stream, bro. I agree about the OnePlus. I have all the devices since the 7T. The only Samsung has the advantage is the built-in recorder. Yeah. But here's the thing, Golden. You can get your app, and you could listen, in the app store. You can get apps for everything. Just get your app, man, and you good. Get your app. You don't have to have the software baked in. You just grab your app, and that app will do everything you need it to do, and it should be good. Should be good. All right, y'all. It's been fun. I'm gonna get on out of here. Hey man, I love doing these after darks, man. And this gonna be the podcast for tomorrow. So there's no podcast coming out tomorrow, guys. So this is the podcast for tomorrow, right? This is the podcast for Friday. Now, listen, y'all. If you are a member of my YouTube channel, first of all, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for being a member of my YouTube channel. If you're not a member of my YouTube channel, become a member of my YouTube channel, because I have videos on my YouTube, on my members only, that does not go on YouTube. And plus, if you're a member of my YouTube channel, you get to see videos early before I post. Like, I have 2 videos I done put back-to-back videos in my members only for the past week. Those videos are not coming out on YouTube until one coming out Saturday, I think, and one coming out next week. If you want to see videos early, if you want to see videos that never, ever go on YouTube, if you want to see some of my crazy videos, listen, I got some behind-the-scenes videos. If you want to see the video between me and TK on Bourbon Street, that video is on my members only. I cannot post that video on YouTube. I got double demonetized and got copyright strikes and all kinds of things. That's how brutal that video is. But it's in my members only. And it's still up there. So if you guys want to see those type of videos, make sure you become a member. For, I think it's $1.99 or $2.99 a month. You get an opportunity. You get an opportunity to watch videos before I post it. You also get an opportunity to see exclusive videos that I don't post on YouTube. You get an opportunity to support me in everything that I do. And that's very important, because as y'all guys know, I'm true to the game. I never BS nobody. It's no fluff, no passes. It is what it is. Right? So I always say support your content creators, but support your boy and become a member of the YouTube channel. I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys very much, very, very much for watching another episode of the Tech Preacher Podcast. We're going to see y'all next week. Same bat place, same bat time, baby. Later. I'm going to fade to black. I know I got to fade to black here on this thing. I got to fade to black. Look, let me hit the fade to black. I'm gonna see y'all next week. Look. Oh no! Wait. Oh, did it go? No. I don't have a fade. I thought the fade to black. Let me see. That's crazy. I got all these switches over here, but I don't have the fade to black connected. Let me see. Oh, there it go. There it go. There you go. All right, I'm out.